this isn't really a demo per se, because Fab Lab is about making things. And so I'm going to show some pictures while I talk. Many of you may already know about Fab Lab, some may not, so I thought I'd tell you about how it got started. It is a component, a public service component of a National Science Foundation grant that was awarded at MIT at the Center for Bits and Atoms. And they were building a state-of-the-art fabrication laboratory. So in any case, it was intended for graduate students to carry out their research. And imagine the surprise when Neil Gershenfeld started teaching a course to help these students get a leg up on the processes. He taught a course entitled, and still does, How to Make Almost Anything. And rather than 20 students showing up, 200 students signed up for the course. Across disciplines, artists, musicians, poets, theater people, engineers, biologists, physicists, computer scientists. Everyone wanted to come and make things in this laboratory. And so this equipment is computer-operated robotic machinery. And the interesting thing was that people weren't coming to do their research. They were actually coming to make those things that they'd always wanted to do, to find out how to do it. And this convergence of all these people from different backgrounds and focuses created the most interesting phenomenon. High enthusiasm, much sharing in terms of knowledge transfer, collaborations. And when Mr. Gershenfeld began to see this, it gave rise to another idea in terms of the community service component. So in addition to writing the book and doing the website, he did something else. They boiled down the components of the Mother Lab into a suite of machines and processes, and they took it to inner city Boston to see what would happen when you put this kind of technology in the hands of everybody. Since then, it's grown around the globe, and there's an international network of Fab Labs. And as you can see from this map, they're also here in the States and now in DC. In my mind, this has been a missing piece for our creative community, tech and otherwise, because after all, we want to change the paradigm of just being consumers of technology. We want to use technology as a medium to realize our ideas, to develop new products, to create our new companies and jobs. We want the creative community of the future to be literate visually in design and technology so that they can move into the areas that need to be solved, that need to be created. And so Fab Lab DC will have many functions here and key into many different communities. It's an educational tool for young people who would not otherwise have gone on to math, technology, engineering, and science. It's hands-on, it's fun. It's not overly prescribed. You can explore, you can invent. That's what makes it fun for all of us too. I mean, admit, any of us can have access to this to begin to create, test out, do rapid prototyping. You can do it yourself. You can do it with others. You can come with a group or find your group at the lab. You can do it for others by mentoring young people or people who don't have the same kind of literacy that we do with technology. And so these are some pictures of things that have been made in the lab, people who have come to visit. There's another component to this, and it's another offshoot for how to make almost anything, and that is Fab Academy, which is a distributed learning opportunity. Neil Gershenfeld gives a weekly lecture. We tune in via Polycom. It's truly distributed learning. You listen to the lecture and you carry out the assignment in the lab. It's not accredited yet because our accreditation system doesn't really do distributed learning. It has to be place-based. So that will catch up. So you're instantly connected with a worldwide community. You can collaborate with Soshingovi, Amsterdam, Norway, Lima. If they like something you've done, you don't have to send it to them, because after all, they can just print it out, just like you did. You just send them the file. So at this point, we have a space, we have the knowledge, we have the community, and we're putting together the rest of the pieces. If any of you are interested in finding out more about Fab Lab and sponsoring Fab Lab, we already have some collaborators and some interesting projects coming up. I'm hosting MIT's Mobile Fab Lab right now in DC for the next probably month, maybe I can stretch it out. So I hope you'll be in touch with me if you have questions, if you want to know more of the story, or if you want to make something. Thank you.